couple of things about your speech. I really like the fun historical references. I'm a big fan of the show Mad Men right now, and the historical references that they make is one of the reasons, and your speech had those qualities. So I like how you described the 70s, what it was like, and the different environments, Long Island versus Wyoming. Well, your pace could be a little bit slower. It felt like you were going faster than it ideally should have been. And then I really liked how your introduction from Melanie got a lot of the basic facts out there that we want to know about, but you left your speech to the interesting stories. So I like how you sorted those two and made use of your Toastmaster and your speech. Enjoyed it.
Toastmaster Rick Duff, you're a charismatic speaker. You are a charismatic individual. And it showed throughout the presentation, in my opinion. I wanted to make a recommendation for improvement, a suggestion for weakness, and that was kind of like your movements. Your movements were kind of all over. And that could have been due to just a little nervousness, and it's okay. It's okay. But what I would encourage you to do is when we're going to make those purposeful movements, when we make the purposeful movement, we're going to move here, and we're going to stop, and we're going to communicate with the audience. We're going to make a purposeful movement here, and we're going to communicate with the audience. So that would be a recommendation. Overall, one of the things that I want to encourage you on, I'm looking forward to seeing you as a distinguished Toastmaster. You're already there. You're on your way. Fantastic job. You are just, as the article said that I just read a few days ago in Toastmaster, you were fantastic in your communication. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to compliment you on the use of the visuals. I thought that was great because, you know, for someone like me that didn't experience the 70s or Donna Summer or any of that, or for that matter, I've never been to Wyoming. I thought the vest and the boots were all just fantastic, and it really helped you to get your point across. The only point I would suggest improvement on, you already mentioned. I noticed the movement as well. But I thought it was great. You did a good job.
Rick, you have my yes vote. I can tell that you're excellent at what you do. At Merrill Lynch, you give presentations all the time. There's little that I'll be able to impact on your voice. But in Toastmasters, the only thing I can suggest by the gentleman on your left, Shay, taught me how to use an introduction better. The only thing I really remember about your introduction is your wife. You know, like she's in construction, she's a developer, and in real estate. And I was like, wow, how does she do all that? And lives in Marietta. But I did feel like it set you up for what you were about to talk about. And so that's just a Toastmasters thing. That's not a Merrill Lynch thing. So beyond that, you're going to be a great addition.
Yeah. You have so much animation, and you've got all the raw material. You're a really good storyteller with some refinement. You're going to be very, very good at that. I'm going to challenge you, though. You have a big presence, a big voice, a lot of animation, a very long intro, a lot of material. You're active and moving. You're going to have to learn how to confine yourself. Because when you bring too much you overwhelm the audience. It makes it hard. At one point, you were moving so much, I could literally feel it almost agitating. So I think the challenge for you is going to be how do you confine that energy so it's extremely effective rather than bringing all the game at the same time, because it's a lot to be present with. But that means you got a lot of good material to work with. So there's the challenge. Looking forward to seeing more.
Good, thanks.
Rick, I thought you started off with great sheet music. You moved right into your first crescendo. Boy, where are you from? And you moved then into an electrifying wardrobe change, which then led into your grand finale, starting with the Michelin tire story and fitting in. So I think you had a pretty good rap. Nice job.